Today on Steve Rob Reviews, well, what I'm doing, I'm going to review this gas stove. I've never had one of these before. I think they're really cool. I did not know how inexpensive these cylinders were, and they last a long time. I'm going to go over all this, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up and see what it looks like inside. Well, this is it right here, and it comes in a nice little case. And I think it's just terrific. I'm going to take all that wrapping off. I'm going to show you how easy these cylinders go in. And I'm going to be doing this the first time like you would if you were to purchase one of these. Now, if you're taking a look at purchasing one of these, I'm going to give you some tips on where to buy them, where to buy the cylinders, and I'm going to tell you something about these gas stoves that I found was quite incredible. So let's take a look next and see how these gas cylinders go in. Well, let's start right here. If you can take a look here, all these stoves all seem to come made exactly the same, with this lever that goes down, and you've got your gas control here and your igniter down here. Now this is how it's shipped, like this, but that's not how you use it. And I'll just show you something. You see that little leg in there? That's meant to interfere with this leg here if you actually try to put this on upside down. So if you try to put it on like this, no, it's not going to work like that. It's meant to go like this. And of course, you know, you can see where it's got the supports here where you would put your frying pan on. So that's very well engineered like that. And let's just take a look in here, and you can see this little bit of a tab here. And this tab is meant to correlate with the tab on your gas cylinder. So you just take the gas cylinder cap off, and we just put it in here like this and set it right there. Close the lid and press down on this lever. Now I'll open it up to show you what it does. And what it's doing is it's pushing the gas canister towards the front, which locks it in right here. Now there's many safety features on these different ones, but there's one thing that I really don't like about this one particular, is it's got this raised edge here. You see this little bit of a lip? And it's not really made to hook in anywhere, but it's just meant to sit there. I guess that's alright, I don't know. But that's the way it is right there. Now let's start it up and let's see what it looks like. Because the lever is down, and all we have to do now is just start it. Okay, I'm starting this the first time for me operating one of these. And so far it's been, I think, pretty simple to set up, and all they say is you move the dial from here to here, and here's the automatic igniter, and there we go. I mean, it's as simple as that, and I'll give you a little close-up of the flame and see what it looks like. Well, that's the flame right there, and you've got your adjusting knob. I got the lights turned down so you could actually see the flame, and I got the adjusting knob. Wow, that goes down real low. And there it is up high there. Here it is real low. I like it. I like it a lot. But I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I do not like about this. And let's get to that right now. So here's the instructions right here. And as you can see, it says this stove is equipped for use with butane gas only. Do not attempt to operate this stove at temperatures below freezing. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, if any of you noticed, as soon as I used the start on it, this panel kind of clicked up. You know, this ain't in there the best. I guess you could kind of twist it to make it to sit there properly, but you know, that kind of stuff drives me nuts where this is just kind of sitting up like that. I mean, it's no big deal, but you know, if you play around with it long enough, I guess it'll stay in there, but I don't like that at all. But generally, yeah, this thing starts on a dime, really, and that's all you really need. And yeah, it goes down really, really, really low, which I like. Now this particular one is less than 8,000 BTUs, so I'm going to explain to you why I picked this one over the other ones and where you should get this. Well, where should you buy one of these? I'll tell you what, I bought this one here. I bought it on Amazon, and I paid $27 plus tax. And later, I found out, yeah, you can find them a lot cheaper in a lot of other places. And I found one place that was absolutely by far the best, $15. Now, same as the gas cylinders, I paid $2.50 for a gas cylinder. Around the world, yeah, some places like my buddy from New Zealand said he gets 3 for $5. Well, this one here is just marketed as Martin. And you know what? I seen them at Costco Business Center. I don't know if regular Costco sells them or not. But it was around this, almost the same price as New Zealand. Just a little higher than $5 for 3 of these cylinders instead of $2.50 a piece that I paid. And these stoves, $15. So I think Costco is the best price that I've seen so far, but you got to shop around, look online. I paid a little too much for this. And the only thing that bugs me is that door. This thing here, well, you know what? I'm going to come up with a little bit of a fix for that. Just a little tiny, like a wing nut will just swing over and keep that thing flat, because that will just drive me snaky. Okay, so thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. You're going to see a lot more stuff like this in the future. And I'm going to make this summer, up at my camp in Northern Ontario, a special dish on this. And the reason why I bought this one compared to the other models, and you'll find them going from, this one here is a little under 8,000 BTU all the way up to 15,000 BTU. Well, you're going to use 3 times the gas, right? I mean, why use so much gas? I mean, what are you heating? I mean, you're only putting a fry pan on there most of the time, or heating up a kettle or some water or something. I mean, the higher the BTU, the more gas you're going to use. So I asked a friend of mine who has one of these, and he said he gets an hour and a half, maybe almost an hour and 45 minutes out of one of these cylinders on high. So I'm looking forward to testing it out myself and see how long a cylinder lasts. But I'm saying I like this idea. The only thing is, yeah, it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. You can't use this, you know, in freezing temperatures below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. And but for most people, for me, up in my cabin up in Northern Ontario, this is going to work out just great. Cheers.